SXSWXR 2025. SXSWXR 2025. SXSWXR 2025.
What's up? Look at Jerry. I will see you there, South by Southwest XRSXSWXR, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be there. Are you ready? We are ready. We're getting tuned in here, getting tapped in. It's going to be wild. I can't wait to see you there. Man, this year's been pretty incredible already. What a supAR satARday it is. Wherever you are out there in the world, I hope you had a good one. Right? Maybe you're ending your day, you're starting your day, whatever it is. We're here. Today is gonna be one of them fun days, right? I'm looking over here, and it may be me. I want to be live on Metaverse Radio. I'm not currently live on Metaverse Radio. Excuse me. Um, but that may be because I'm still using the radio and I didn't switch to the butt yet, and that's on me. But I'll get there. I will get there. Right now, we are live though on YouTube, on X, and on Instagram. On what's up, Dallas AF Music. Dallas AF Music, definitely follow them if you want to stay up to date on like what's happening in Dallas. Like, I mean, they're on it, and I really enjoy their content. It's really cool. So, and it's just like that, Dallas AF Music. Go and check out their stuff. They were just at the award show, which was really cool. The Deep Ellum Artist Awards, or the Dallas Artist Awards. But there was a lot of artists that did some pretty cool things. In fact, here instead of me, because we're ranting. It's the first 5 minutes. What's up, Tech? Tech, Lex, Tech, Mental. But I'm just kind of reading, but this is kind of actually what we're going to be doing today. But as I'm just getting set up here, I'm just kind of running my mouth about some just random stuff. I was talking about South by Southwest XR. We opened up right there. Actually, so the video that's playing right now, some of the things that have happened over the last, just a few months. But if you're watching the live, what you see right now are 3D scans that Honeycomb Hydro Michael Camp captured during the Deep Ellum block party. But it was with the artist muralist as they were creating like all the different stages as it was being created throughout the whole time. So it was cool to see. It's fun to capture the artist. It's another thing to capture like a full moment. And so one of the things you'll see is actually Detox Jared right here. I'm taking pictures while while Michael was going around and doing actual 3D scans using the Scaniverse app. And so he was boom, 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 and multiple scans. So just going back and forth and back and forth. And as you can see here now, there's multiple scans that actually got captured, and it was all in real time. They came out so good. So it really brought like, it was like, okay, so this is possible. Like, we really can capture moments this way. And so being able to capture the art process where like you can actually like step into it, you know, you can go back and look at some of the details all the way down to like the brushes, some of the brushes that they're using, or the spray cans that they're using, you know, really get to know the different, you know, because not all of the art was the same, like, and that was the thing. And they're all using different types of textures of paints. You know, some of them are using oil, some of them using stuff that like I really never heard of. They like have their own little mixes of things. So like, I use this because it makes it stick better. There's one of the murals that's one of my favorites is and because they use these bright colors, and it's the way he mixes his colors, and just it's like this neon just pop to it. And depending on the types of lights that you actually put on it as you're, you know, it makes different things pop. And so there's layers to it that just make, you know, just make the whole thing fun. So today, what we're going to do on this supAR Saturday is go and look at some creators' profiles, right? Who do we follow? So we know who, what, where, why, you know, who's building what, who's making what, why are they there, where are they doing it, how do I get there, all those fun things. So we're just going to kind of look at different profiles today, whether that be through Instagram, whether that be through here on X, YouTube, and things like that. Just different people that we've noticed, that we've looked across. Some of them, you know, maybe already inside the circle of friends that we're most well known for. You know, maybe some of them are ones that, you know, made things for throughout the Wondar Land adventures, and then some of them haven't, you know, maybe we've never heard of. Some of them I just found out about, you know. So we're just going to scroll through and find out, where do you go to find the creators, you know, and what is it that you're looking for, and then where, if you're the creator, like why are they building there, how are they building there, what are they doing, and you know, just the same as like these artists that made all these different murals are using all these different tools, right? And all these different things. And it's actually all in one spot inside this one little mural art garden. And it's just, you know, it's just it's like a garden, you know, just like that. The amount of, yes, they're all food. There's all something there, nutrition that you can take home, and it's for you. It's a substance for you, but it's all different. It's not all just lettuce. It's not all just corn, and it's all got it. It's all taking different nutrients from around. You know, we can go into the whole deep dive thing, but let's just look at some creator profiles and see who's doing what, where, and how. Yeah, so this is going to be fun today, and I hope you're here for it. If you want to watch the live, it's probably going to be one of the best ways, unless you just want to listen to my voice describe each person or thing, you know, because maybe some of the creative things that we look at end up being things, just to be very real. Could be things out here. It is that day in time. So I'm going to kick off with, right, thanks for the wormhole. So I'm going to kick off with, there's this guy that I came across. Okay, this I mean, and he did this thing. They did this thing. Okay. I don't know how to say their name correctly, to be very real with you. Let me make sure I'm sharing this screen. Boom. Add to here. Okay. So this is right here on X, and let me go show you their profile real quick before we go any farther. So this is them at STSPAN. So for those of you listening in, you can, the on X, it's going to be the at and then STSPANHO. But what they've done, what they've got here, back, there is, it says, I'm exploring how chain of thought models like DeepSeek can create unique XR puzzle games. I know there are more efficient solutions, but it's still fascinating. And in the video here, there's it says toggle map and then design with DeepSeek, and then it's got, you know, the 8 watt app. So you can go into and it is fascinating. Like this is so now we do have AI. It's an XR game. Like it's all running real time. And I want to know more. I'm very interested in knowing more. But that's if I was going to start following a creator in XR, that's making things with XR. Here's one that's doing it, and so this is on my like it's an instant follow as far as I'm concerned. Here's what there's someone doing it. It works, and it's running pretty smooth. It looks like it does it. Now I don't know if they edited the video. I have no idea. I don't know that who knows what kind of back end tricks they have. But I do know that he designed it with DeepSeek, and there's like a tool. There's a button there inside of the app they made that says designed with DeepSeek. Like you could, and it's this toggle map. Like you have edits, or that you can do more and design in real time. So this is going to be fun. We're still like, I know it's February 1st. January is officially over. So I can't be like, we're still the first month of the year, but we're just out of the first month of the year. And we already have the AI XR game. So that's one. Okay. So that look, and here it is. You see him 10 by 10 and it made it in real time. It did make it in real time. He said, design this. Actually, that's in the video. The beginning of the video is him typing out. Let's pause this. Hang on. Wait a minute. Pause. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait. Does this get bigger? It gets bigger, but it says 10 by 10 maze. Okay. With some dead ends. Pop. Okay. So boom. And then it did run it in real time. That's fun. This is fun. And it's not, but so here's the basics of it. So if you take Roblox games, okay, for example, just an example. If you take a Roblox game and the simplicity of just the jumping from platform to platform and how those were the thing, and those kicked off, they were simple to make, right? And you could design the platform to you. But I imagine if I gave my kids my phone and I said, here's this game. And they said, what game? And I said, what game do we want to play? And then we put in and then I showed them that they could do this. It would be game over. Yo, check it. Hey, here, real quick. Here, in fact, this guy here. Come here. You're cool. You're checking out supAR static. So check. No, you're good. Come here. I'm gonna ask you a question. All right. So this right here. All right. So I've got the baby with me, and then I've got my oldest standing here. He's off camera. He doesn't have to join. He don't want to. But I am gonna ask him this question. So this is an XR game or an AR game, right? But you type in. Okay. So right there, just whatever you want the game to be. Okay. And then as soon as you type it in, okay, it makes it and then you can play it. Would you open that app?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. He said, yeah. To me, how many games would you play or things would you do? 1, 2, or 3 before you gave up on it?
No. I mean, if you can type it in, just play it in any game.
Then why would you leave? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, too easy. All right, so enough said. He said if you can type it in and it just makes it, then why would you leave? Say hi. All right, I'm gonna put you down. You go play with your box, okay? All right, thanks. All right, so that's that one. That's the first one. That's what we're gonna. I don't know that it gets too much better than this. As far as I don't know, it's all good. It's all gravy. I'm actually excited about it. But this right here, the XR thing, AI, that's still. It's gonna be fun. It's here. It's happening. So let's move on. All right. So as we move on here, go follow at STSPANHO. Okay, they're the ones that did. Now it's with DeepSeek. Have your own feelings about all of that. Okay, and that's some of the things that we can actually discuss. I think that's kind of important to discuss is the safety of it all, right? And to understand, like that there's, you know what you're, how do I say? Just know what you're doing. Make your own decisions, and just understand you're making your decisions, right? So I don't know how else to say it. Right? There's no guardrails, right now. There's no real guardrails right now in any of this, just to be very real. But that's, that's those are other conversations we don't have to have right now. I wanted to keep it supAR, but for if you want to actually get into the real, because it is important to get into the real. And so actually that's one of the creators created. I don't know that they're creative, but they are someone that I trust. I have trusted. Oops. I have trusted inside the space. They've never, man. I follow them. They've got a Sunday space. They've been doing it for a little while, but it's okay hot. Okay, if you're following anybody on X, okay hot shot or at NFTHERDER. All right, but follow them. They've got a spot every Sunday. If you ever like want to know some what's going on, they were one of the ones that back in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023 would go through and check projects for communities and do things like that, and it could deep dive, but they keep it very real, and they they don't give financial advice or safety advice because they can, and they're telling you flat out that it's impossible, and they're sorry. And and the same thing I'm going to say to you here is, I'm sorry. I wish that I could do more safety for you, but it's a crazy world that we live in, and there are no real guardrails. There's just no real guardrails. So I follow OK Hotshot on here on X. They've got, like I said, they got a show every Sunday that I follow. Another good spot, okay, is actually, let's go like this. This guy right here. I trust this guy along with Rizzle, but here's Easy in crypto. All right. They're a part of and have been a part of the Token Smart community for a while. That whole group of people there, again, I trust as far as just knowing and what's not just knowing what's going on in the crypto sphere, but Token Smart has been around since I believe 2017, the Matt and Rizzle show. And so the WIP or the Work in Progress meetup, again, like 2017, I believe they've been going at it. So it's not they how do you say it? But they've been here, okay, and I trust them, right? Kane Mayfield with the whole Bitcoin album drop thing over there with Blockamoto and the Bitcoin. Like there's people, it's not just fun and rap and it, with stickers and hats and stuff. It's cool, but like it's all the things that they're doing, the lyrics behind what they're saying. If you actually listen to the lyrics, you can, it's like, oh, there's kind of a message in that somewhere, all the way down to the player that they have, the mixer, that's right there inside it's not an NFT, but right inside the block and everything itself, it's a whole player, and you but you get the stems from it. So depending on there's layers to it, but it opens up the bitmap and does the whole thing. So those are some creators and some trusted sources that we follow. I follow. Okay. Here, OK Hotshot is one of them. I definitely follow. A new show that I'm really enjoying, okay, is, and let me see if I can, oh my goodness, it is the NFT music, I believe. No, goodness gracious, so much NFT music stuff. Not radio. What is that show called? And now I feel so dumb. It is it's a show. It's an NFT show, and I had it there, but I've been searching up too many other things, and that's on top of my list, and that's on me. But I really like this new. It's an NFT music history show. It's out there on YouTube as well. They've only had a few episodes, but their first episode opened up with and I'm not even gonna go to it because I can't pull it up, and if you're really back, I'm not gonna search through it because I've got to stay on, or I'm not gonna stay on. But you should definitely go. I will link that up, and I feel very bad because it actually is my my favorite little thing right now. But moving on, just to keep the flow going, okay. One of the while we were looking at the scans, excuse me, and moving into some of the things that have happened and are happening and everything like that. Uh, LM Designs here is one of the creatives that's gone above what above what I I had thought about, or I it just so um they captured in real time performances. Like, whereas one thing where I thought it was cool to do to capture, someone painting a mural who's like sitting still, but but to capture someone on a stage that and to do it so smoothly, and then just create a whole story behind it, a whole lore as well, and then you know just really taking the scans that they did and doing things with them, right? So she was able to have her work inside of the bit Basel, inside the Sagamore, out there displayed, and she took that. See if we can. Where's she at? I thought. Oh, well, here we go. We'll look at this one. We got Queen Pro. I'll show this video while I talk about it. But she was able to take that video, or take that scan, and then she put it into what I believe was spatial, right? And with using but now it's an environment. So she has that moment of her works being on display inside the Sagamore at Bit Basel 2024 that she can go walk in forever, and sit there and go and look at the works and go back to that moment, which that's kind of cool. And it takes the Y scan. Yeah, you can scan things because there's value in the scans or whatever, right? Maybe you can resell the 3D asset, or it's the only scan of this last spot because now that spot's not there, and that's all fantastic. Um, but to scan, just for the memories, right? Just for the same reason that you take a picture and a video is, and really, and start utilizing that in such a fun way. So there's really, I'm impressed. There's Altered Alley who takes, and we're gonna move over into his stuff. But when we're talking about scans and spatial, he's been taking scans inside of spatial for quite a while. So the concept of the scan in spatial isn't new, but the going back to live that moment in time, or to celebrate those accomplishments and things, that's fun, whether it's new or not. I hadn't really, like, that wasn't in my thought process quite there yet. I was still in the let's scan for fun kind of thing. I don't know, but she's got a lot of other works, okay, and she does a lot of work across multiple platforms, which is one of the reasons that I do love to follow her, and I do love to stay up to date, because she's always, it's not just that she's always somewhere new, like she's just this metaverse gypsy going around. Although that wouldn't be, I kind of like the term metaverse gypsy trains. That's fun. I want that show out there now. Gypsy train, where you're like traveling the metaverse and like doing something like a little party. Anyway, we're not going to go there. But she creates inside of Eighth Wall, along with Over the Reality and Spatial. She's been a spatial guide since, I want to say, like day one. Okay, so again, she's not new to this whole concept. And she's always taken her skill and growing. She's never satisfied with where she's at. She loves the experimentation of it all. And again, that's why I love to follow her. So when we're following, since that's what we're doing. We're checking out some creators, some creatives. Why are they where they are and doing what they're doing? And so she's over on Eighth Wall here, I believe. One, because it's very, from what I understand, she's able to build and create what she wants with ease. Things like what we see right here on the screen with this, where the image comes to life, right? She can use that in eighth wall. It's easy for other people to have access to, right? And so that she doesn't have to have them necessarily download an app, and it gives them, you know, and she can control it. I believe she owns this one, right? These are her things. Eighth wall doesn't own it. I think that these are hers. And that's, again, one of the reasons that she likes to use this. The same reasons she likes to use over the reality is because it's a different type of system, right? It is a platform. It's geo-locked, and yes, you can do the geo-lock things with Scaniverse and with Niantic, and all of these platforms work very smoothly together, right? And adding portals to go from one to one, just the same as like when I go to downtown, if I'm going to go downtown, I don't necessarily plan on going to like one spot in downtown. I'm going to like two or three, right? And that's really what we're going to do. So unless you own the venue, right, you're moving to two or three. So, and it's the same kind of concept. There's different things that you can do or different use cases for all these. One of the nice things about the over the reality platform is it is already tied to the blockchain, and there's a whole ecosystem and community inside of all that when you really start to get into that and understand the ownership layers there, it is different than just building on Niantic or Scaniverse and things like that. But she's one of the reasons, or she's one of the ones that I follow personally, because she creates on all of these platforms, and it's not just so when people ask me like who can I go to, who can make this, who can do that, okay, well, here you go. And she can do custom. Yes, you're gonna see LM head to toe, but she can work and do things that aren't just hers. You know, if say Coca-Cola wanted a Coca-Cola can, she can make a Coca-Cola can that doesn't have LM. She would love to have an LM Coca-Cola or Dr. Pepper can. I'm sure she wouldn't be mad. But if you want just your brand on it, there are those options there. And she does have a pricing. So if you do want to get in contact with her and have the things made, by all means, go for that. She's right there. So one of the creators that I like to follow is LM Design. We are going to Altered Alley, because we talked about Altered Alley, right? And I probably spelled that all wrong, but because we went ahead and talked about him building things this era of people, this is one of those that's been doing just that, right? I believe if you get a t-shirt, there might be a t-shirt with an Altered Alley space. I don't know, but there are these agents out there that he's been putting. I'm here for it, quite literally, because now they're in the inception stage over on the universalbasiccompute.com platform, okay, through where you can buy shares, purchase shares, and have an ownership, a part of the ownership of AI Alley. Actually, there's that opportunity right now. So he's been doing some things. Why do I follow Altered? He builds everywhere. He's been creating everywhere. He hasn't been super biased on one platform or the other. Although, yes, you will see him most active inside of Spatial. That has been the playground that they stay in, where there are there are scans. There are so many scans that he's put inside of Spatial that in fact, I believe we're looking at one on the video that's probably a scan that's blown up huge, right? That you can run around in this environment. But what you're also seeing here are several of the AI agent profiles that they've designed and created. And now there's a swarm where these will be activated. And if you go and look at the UBC, which we'll talk about just briefly here, but if you go look at the UBC and start to understand what that is and how that connects, they've already got a few swarms running. They have already started their weekly dividend splits, so that those things are active and running. Like it is, the machine's already turning. So bravo to the whole team over there, and congratulations to Altered getting the AI Alley, like in a machine that's turning, right? So these agents, the AI Alley is the metaverse connection side, there's all these agents through augmented reality, through spatial virtual reality, and that's the beauty of this, is it's that connecting point. It's doing the alley just like Alley's been doing. So, and preparing for the last few years, right? So preparing for this moment, connecting, getting all this ready, as we can see in the video. It's going to be a ride. So if you want to know more on that, follow Altered Alley, because that's what we're doing. We're showing you the people to follow. I'm not going to give you all the clickety clicks. Go follow these people, okay? Go follow Altered Alley, right? That's that's it. Just follow Altered. All right. Going now, because it's February, not because it's February, but it is February, and we do have this thing called the Love of AI. You can go visit loveofai.com. And one of the speakers who we all know and love is this lady right here, Vanessa Pages, BXAI, or if you're listening in, that's at VANESSAJPAGES. All right. It's Vanessa J. Pages right here on X. And she'll be talking about the art of AI. She's going to go deeper into what she's been doing. She has her own AI. So why do I follow Vanessa Page? I've been following Vanessa for a few years now. And she's not biased on where she develops. She loves all the mediums. That's the fun part of this. But she's been creating an AI and experimenting with AI on the visual side, and creating, before AI was making images of real people the way that it's doing now. Specifically, at one time it would make like very cloudy shapes, or very, just different types of image. It didn't really always come out the way you thought it would. So she's been at that helpful defining moment of AI. The VXAI. And so she'll be speaking during the Love of AI webinar that's coming up February 14th. And along with Claude Bernard, Lester Paints the World, who is the founder and creator of the UBC platform, right? So that AI platform that Altered Alley that we were just talking about. So she'll be sitting next to the founder, Lester Pages, along with Metaverse Page, who we'll go look over on Instagram here in just a moment, and Claude Bernard, and they'll all talk about the AI. Some of them will talk about the copyrights of AI. Some of them will talk about how creating AI, and how you can create your own AI to create AIs, So it'll be a fun AI topic, but you can follow her. She doesn't just do webinars once in a while, right? She also sits on Fridays, as you can see right here. There's this lady. Oh, well, that's TikTok Tuesday. I was thinking it was the virtual Friday. This whole time I was waiting for it to pop up. This is the virtually raw right here around the metaverse every Friday, right? So you'll get to see different worlds, different creators. Sometimes the creators of those spots jump in, right? You never really know. There's going to be different. Sometimes people make things for them to ride around on. It just depends. So if you see their show and you're like, man, I really wish I had somebody that would go and look at my world. Well, you have two options here. You can either catch them while they're live and just like blow up their chat, being like, hey, you should check out my spot over here. And actually just go spam it. You can do whatever you want, run it, bot it out. But then you can also probably message them beforehand and say, hey, I would love for y'all to run around my spot and just do some damage. Or, hey, here's this asset, here's this wearable, can you try this on? Can you wear this? I guarantee they'll gladly play with it, or at least take a look, or tell people that it's there. If they don't, I hope no harm, no foul, and don't be mad if they completely ignore you. It's okay. They completely ignore me too. I'm running my mouth talking about what they're going to do, and I don't actually know. They could completely ignore this, and it's on me. They could go tell everybody, he's just a lie. and I just got to live with what I let come out my mouth. So check them out every Friday. Right there, Virtually Raw. That is their show. You can get in on if you want to start following her a little bit more, because they are going to run around and do other things. Digital Femme is one of the creator profiles that I also recommend following. Why? Well, because she runs the Tech Talk Tuesday spot along with the the Over the Realities Thursday community space on X, and several others. I mean, they're always connecting again right here on Fridays, right? There's several shows. How to, like, the list is to just follow them. It's just that easy, right? You're gonna get to meet other creators that do things across the world everywhere if you do follow Digital Femme. So those are a few of the profiles right here that I recommend following. There are many that I did not mention yet, and I wish that I had. But I want to take this moment. Here we go. I want to take this moment and just say Metaverse Radio. Metaverse Radio. If you haven't ever tuned in to Metaverse Radio, let me show you Metaverse Radio. You can. They play music 24/7. If you're an artist, you want your music played, right, here's a radio station right here. Tech Talk Tuesdays, okay? Along with, there's an AI show that I almost never am able to catch right there on X. But luckily, because of the smart speakers, and I can say, hey, Alexa, or hey, Google, or wherever I am, just tune in, right? And I can listen to what's going on with Craig, with the Derby one, and Anna and Maven, and tap in with their AI show. That's also, I believe it's on Thursdays, right? So Metaverse Radio right here is another spot that you can follow, stay up to date. There's many other shows on here, so many other shows on here that highlight both music artists, creatives, whether it's tech creatives, whether it's AIs. You don't really know what you're going to have the opportunity to hear when you follow Metaverse Radio, right? So tap in with Metaverse Radio. If you want to, you can reach out to them, get your stuff heard, be a part of their, if you want advertising space, you want more promotion, however it looks, whatever you need, Metaverse Radio, they've got it for you, right? Stay plugged in, and it's just too easy. I mean, it's just, you say, hey, Metaverse Radio, or hey, Alexa, play Metaverse Radio. You don't just say, hey, Metaverse Radio. You can, though. That'd be weird. But Metaverse Radio, go tap in with them over there. All right. Some of the other ones that okay, so I am going to show you real quick, because this dude's been making some stuff here. This guy Rex. So you can follow him both here and on Instagram. All right. They do have a company that they can build apps just for you. Okay. So yes, they do like to play all the fun and games, and you'll see them do some things here or there that they're posting on. And I'm going to scroll down here. As you can see, they've got 1 or 2 minutes on devices, right? So they've spent a little bit of time with their hands, just playing with toys, and that's what I like to say. They're playing with toys, and the best workers, the people that do the best jobs are the ones that do the hardest work and make it look like fun, and that's what this guy does. From snowball games, okay, football games, the knockout games, right? Just all the way to just walking around, get even just visual stuff, and they're going a little bit deeper, but they can do hand tracking things. As you can see, they talked about doing other things with some of the glasses that other people said they couldn't do, but they did it. So that's kind of cool. I don't want to go too deep. Something about mapping or viewing the map maybe with the glasses. And so that's kind of fun. So as technology advances, they're one of the ones that I'm going to stay as close to as I can, right? Because when it comes down to it, for the future of all of this stuff, I'm going to want to know people like this, right? Why? Because, well, they know all the hardware. And that's one of the things that's going to matter is, so it's not just, can you make augmented reality? It's okay, but can you make augmented reality for this hardware? And so that's going to be fun. So tap in with Rex. There's a small team, okay, and you'll see some videos of them walking around New York and doing different things. But definitely follow Rex Gatling over there. All right, let me see if I can go like this. I'm going to share this tab instead. We're going to move over here to the IG of things. All right, so that's enough of the X side of followers. We're done with X following. Okay, by followers on X, we're moving over here to the IG. All right, because let's do it. All right. So over here on IG, let's see. Actually, I just want to watch. Oops. I want to watch this video. I just want to watch this video. Let's see. Okay, so that's I just like that. So I'm just a fan. So, but one of the things we're going to be doing, okay, this actually, while I'm here, okay, is we're going to be 3D scanning a whole bunch of stuff coming around, but we're also going to be hanging out with a bunch of different people, throwing some live events and doing some things. And so, big ups to real quick this right here, those dot connectors. Okay, that's one of the profiles that I'm glad that they commented on so early. That's one of the profiles that we're going to highlight here is those dot connectors. Definitely one that you have to follow. They're going to be like, I'm not promoting. They're not. Okay, so those dot connectors. So over here on the IG, okay, those dot connectors. And if you start spamming their stuff and I get in trouble, I apologize. But inspired by Detox Art, okay, which is this guy right here. All right, that's Jared. So inspired by this Detox Art, you have to follow this account. Inspired by Detox Art and the Deep Ellum Foundation. All right, when Honeycomb was 3D scanning the graffiti process in real time with all the muralists creating the Deep Ellum music during the Deep Ellum block party. So thank you for everybody that put all that on, that made the zoom into this, right? The whole poof possible, right? Because man, y'all did it. And I gotta shout out Desi 5 as well, dude. You've been I know that we're not friends, we don't hang out, but I get to see what you do, and we're gonna get into all that. So, but right here, that ignited the flame to capture as much live art as possible with an augmented reality showcase during South by Southwest, because we do South by Southwest XR every year. So this year we're gonna go around kicking it off with in Denver with Third Planet Studios with the Beyond the Block tour, traveling to multiple cities and locations, connecting with local legends like Alex down in Houston, Arzud, who I believe was on the the Over Community Space this past Thursday with Digital Film. So if you tapped in, you would have heard him down there. So he's an IRL muralist down there. So even if you don't get to go like see him personally, there's still work that you can go check out in location, all right, that are there where there's the murals up and there's an AR activation already there. So this is going to be fun. We're going to go check out what he's got down in Houston, along with live music performance from what I say is the Fabio, the violinist. And I say that because the ladies say that, and he's the trap violinist. You know him as Clay John, the trap violinist, who just recently actually released their latest album. So if you haven't heard that over there on iTunes, thank you for the candy. If you haven't heard that over there, it doesn't go in there. If you haven't heard that over there on iTunes, you can pick it up right now. It is available. So that's the thing. we're gonna move on a little bit. Say we're gonna move on. I'm just getting distracted by the little baby beside me. Moving. So we're still here. The trap violinist is gonna be moving on through out in Denver, plus down there at South by Southwest. There's gonna be a lot of other artists as well. But thanks to those dot connectors, Third Planet Studios, and getting some of these things locked in our venue. Just wait till we tell you the location. That's going to be one of the fun things about the location out there in South by. The location for Denver has already been released. That is groovy. They've got 20 VR headsets, I believe, and they're going to be jumping into Hyperfi. So think like silent disco, but visual, because the music's still going to be live. It won't be silent. It'll be a vibe. So it'll be a whole thing. Okay, so really, really excited about that. She also got, I say she, Binks, the house. There's going to be an AR creative house where the house itself there is already decked out with different things, but it's going to be a 3D scan it, make stuff in it, make game, just go ham creative house. So that's going to be out there in Denver, kicking everything off. So yeah, I have a feeling by the time we get to South by and Dallas, towards the end, and then she's also then there's New York and Miami, still rolling on through the rest. So it's going to be it's going to be a movie, quite literally. It'll be a movie. So tap in with Third Planet Studios and what they've got going on. If you want to be a part of what's happening in Denver or anything like that, let them know. But we're going to be moving all of that, right? Showcasing a lot of this using augmented reality at South by Southwest, right? So graffiti it up, right? Whatever that means. Doesn't mean you have to actually like graffiti. It could be mean you drop a 3D scan into augmented reality in somewhere and we check it out. So those are coming up. Let me move. I'm going to show you real quick Detox's art profile, okay? Go and check it out. They've got murals all over the place. They are local legends out here to the Dallas scene. As these are their trees that they just recently did. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time right here, but I mean, look, just look at it. Just look at it. Such thing. Like, look at it. just look at it, right? His brother Isaac and Jared there, just look at it. So this is with Mesbel and some others, I do believe, that helped also paint on these trees, but the trees and all the pillar work are just amazing. The whole concept and everything was brought together really well. So congratulations to all y'all out there that did that. There's murals all over the city that you can go check out. If you choose to do so. Some of the other ones right here on Instagram is this lady right here, this metaverse page. All right, and right here, this is one of the speakers, like I said, that will be speaking during the Love of AI. Right, so the loveofai.com. You can go check, but you can check out. She most recently just spoke, as you can see here. She was on the roundtable panel of the superhero engine, which is She 2025, the creatives of the universe designing the future for all women, moderated by the lovely Lubna Dejani, right? And then you can see right here, she was right here, Miss Page. So she's going to grace the Love of AI webinar as well. Here's some of the creations. So not only is she a speaker, she's full on creative, right? Let me unmute this. Maybe we can. I don't know. But what you can see right here is all of this is hers. Okay. She is this right here at Horizon Art Museum. As you can see, this is her, right? So she opened the Horizon Art Museum and runs it along with a whole bunch of other people, right? So if you're familiar with Horizon or the metaverse worlds or anything like that, and you want to, why would you follow a metaverse page? Well, she's been here for a while. She's another creative, another artist that's just been here for long enough to have broken things, right, and fix things, and gone through struggles of it. This didn't work, so I had to make my own tool to do it. And so now, when you start talking about AI, they're really practicing with these things, much like Vanessa, who was playing with these things before they could make things. And it was because of them playing with the things that now we can make things, right? So, Metaverse page, beautiful. What here's the cool part about all these creatives, all these profiles that I've showed you. You could direct message any one of them at any given time, say, I have an issue with this. And if you're real and you're not a scam bot, they'll actually support you. They'll filter you out pretty quick, because you're not the only person in the world that's messaging them in their DMs. They've been playing the game long enough. But you can message them and get help, or you just show up in one of their shows, like on the Tech Talk Tuesday. For example, with Digital Film, you can't get a hold of her in the messages. You just jump in the show, jump in the live, and say, "Hey, I've been trying to get help, and you haven't helped me." And she'll be like, "Oh my!" She'll feel so bad about it that she'll help you right then. She'll stop everything and help you so bad, because all of these people, that's where their heart really is. It's not just in making. It's not that it's about the building of the future together for most of these creators. And Metaverse page, from when I met her IRL, neither one of us knew each other or who each other was, and so it was just so it was real, very real. And then when you get to find out that these real people do so many real things, and it's just so much fun. I think I said it a little bit ago. Some of the best, hardest workers are the ones that make it look like they're just playing the whole time. And that's her. Where she's out there, she's creating, she's building, she's active, she's super active, she makes it look like all she's doing is playing all the time. So moving on, because we are coming up towards the end, and I would like to get to a couple more. Let me go back here. Let me just go back. Can I just go back? Will it let me? There's that one and that one. All right. So is this right here? Let's go over to where are they at? Doggone it. Because this one, in my opinion, this one's gonna be a pretty easy follow. Okay, this guy here now, and this is kind of for some of you web people wanting to get tapped in. Okay, if you're in the Web3 music scene and you want to get tapped in inside of the Dallas music scene, okay, this guy right here just got they are now tapped in with Third String Productions with his Mike Seamer's group, which is a whole other group. The Sneaker Freaks will take care of you straight up. Fun. No, you just reach out, say hey, and they'll be able to connect you in ways that are good. So if you're looking to come out and perform and be a part of anything, like you really want to be a Web3, or you are a Web3 artist, you want to get tapped in with a Web3 artist, but however that works, okay. If you're not Web3 and you want to get into Web3, or you are Web3, you want to come out here to play and you want to perform and do some things inside the Texas area, Sneaker Freaks can help you out for sure. Okay. 100%. So definitely tap in. They just got really tapped in, and I know that they're looking to do so much more. Yeah, so they're not just gonna, but yeah, they're here for you. They are here for you. So moving on, that's gonna be one of our last little stops right there. Okay, just the little. Other than, let me just go ahead, because I've got to, because I have to. So let me show you this guy's profile for real, and say much love to those dot connectors right there. Making moves, doing things for real, putting people on, and people just don't even know. Doing the thing. Look at this, Space Boy. Look. Space Boy Fred. So all of these people have been dropping albums and dropping music here lately. And just going going full on, and it's really cool to see. It's been cool to see because they've done a lot of work before they got to where they are. This guy does so much work inside of the studio at 97.9 to be back end. Just so like it you know, it's not just a single show on a Sunday. Okay, there's so much that they do, from touring and supporting to going out to schools and being active in the community. So and all of them are, and you have to be not just because you have to be, but it's like it's a calling. You just have to be. Right. And so shout outs to these people right here. Go follow them. This is those dot connectors. Watch out for what all is coming up with them, Third Planet Studios, and everybody throughout the whole time. So but that's it. That is the supAR Saturday this week. We didn't build anything, we didn't go look at any platforms, we didn't learn anything new. We just looked at some of the profiles, some of the people that we like to follow. There's so many that we didn't like. There's so many other people that we're not follow that we didn't talk about. That you should follow, not just because we say to, but there's just other people that we follow that we don't have enough time in an hour to highlight. And so, but these are some of the ones that are active that we can see, that we can say, hey, look, go check out this show over here on Tuesdays with Digital Fame. Go check out this spot over here on Fridays. Realistically, we didn't even talk about Dope Stilo on Wednesdays, but at least we touched on the Metaverse Radio, where you'll start to find out that there's other spots you can go to as well. There's so many that we didn't tap into, even on the creative side. I know we talked about LM. There was that guy that made that AI XR game. That's just like what is happening with my life right now. We talked about all those things, but there's still many like Lex that we didn't talk about. We really didn't talk. We didn't talk about a lot of people. We won't go down that list, but we did talk about all these. This has been a supAR satARday. Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to run this video, this South by Southwest video, out of here because I want
SWXR 2025.
Let me pause it. Let me go backwards. So thank you everybody for tuning in, for tapping in. This has been a supAR satARday. We will see y'all. Just stay with us. Register for the loveofai.com. Okay, that's loveofai.com. It's just like that, loveofai.com. It is a webinar, so it is limited seating, but it'll be fun. Don't miss it. Join us and tap in with us. I'm going to show this video right here. Close it out with this South by Southwest XR 2025 video. This is actually a recap.
SWXR 2025.